Hey everybody, today we are going to talk about creating a basic application from a template in Experience Builder. What you're seeing on the screen right now is the initial home screen of the ArcGIS Experience Builder site. If you already have experiences created, then that's what you'll see here, the gallery of the experiences that you've created or those that have been shared with you by others, whether that be inside or outside of your organization, those will be here. To see all of the galleries of the different templates you can start from, you'll first want to click Create New up here in the upper right-hand corner. And then you'll see there are many different galleries that you can explore to see what template is going to fit the needs of your project. In this default gallery, when you scroll, you can see there are a lot of default templates that have been created. There are more templates here than any other application builder that I've had experience with. When you hover over the thumbnail of one of these templates, you can see a short summary provided of what that template is meant to provide. If it's a template that provides multiple pages, you'll see a multiple pages stamp on the thumbnail. If you want to view an example of what that template looks like, then you can click this magnifying glass in the lower right-hand corner of the thumbnail. So I'm hovering over Launchpad right now. And in the lower right-hand corner is a magnifying glass. I'm going to go ahead and click on that thumbnail. And a sample of what that template provides is going to appear. You can see here that it's a very basic application. It's got a title, it's got a search bar within the map. And then down here in the bottom, you can see that there's a table, a legend, and the map layers list where your users can turn on and off layers. I'm going to close that. I'm going to click over here to the ArcGIS Online gallery. This ArcGIS Online gallery has so many templates that have been provided by either users like yourselves or by Esri. And when you scroll through, you can see there is such a large diversity of the types of applications that you can build with Experience Builder. I'm going to go ahead and click on this wildfire incidents in North America template. Here is the magnifying glass in the lower right-hand corner. So I'm going to click on that. And then you can see that this is, first of all, a multiple page application. You can look up here, there's a home, incident, and about. You can see that it looks similar to a web page, a home page on a website. So I'm going to click over here to incident, to the second page. And you can see that here's where a map has been provided with an image and some details over on the right. I'm going to click on the About page, and you can see that it's a simple About page, but that it's scrolling. So this looks exactly like a website, but it was created with Experience Builder. That's just one example of how Experience Builder isn't just a map with some functionality anymore. Experience Builder is providing you the ability to create more interactive dynamic applications that actually look like websites, which are what a lot of our target audience and users are used to seeing. If I click into the Living Atlas gallery, these templates are also provided in an ArcGIS Online gallery, but the Art Photography Museum one here, I'm going to click on that magnifying glass just to show you another example of how Experience Builder can provide a more dynamic application experience that can resemble a website. So Experience Builder provides you templates that are scrolling or static. It provides you templates that are multi-page or single page. There are so many templates that you can choose from. I'm going to go ahead and choose a template from this default gallery, and I already know the one I want to choose. So I'm going to type into the search bar up here in the upper right, and then I am going to click on Create for this jewelry box template. This template provides a couple of different things. It provides a list over on the left and a map on the right. So it's pretty basic. It already gives you the options in the header to put in the title and the subtitle with maybe a logo over here on the left. But the first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to make this working canvas here in the middle fit to the window that I'm working in. Because right now you can see there's a scroll bar down here on the lower portion of the screen. And I need to scroll with this scroll bar to see everything that's encompassed within the page of my application template. And then I would need to scroll up and down here. So I just want all of that to be in one window. I don't want to have to scroll with those scroll bars. Down here in the lower right-hand corner, underneath this right panel, there is a button that if you hover over it, it says Fit Width to Current Window. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And as you can see, now my working canvas in the center is fit to the window that I'm working in, and I won't have to deal with the challenge of scrolling just to see everything. Okay, so what we have here are many different widgets on a static application template page. Over here on the right, if I click on the map, that means that I have now selected this map item, and the map settings panel has opened on the right. I need to select a map to connect to this map widget that's already being provided to me. So I'm going to click on select map. You can see that I don't yet have any data connected to my application. So down here at the bottom of this extended select data panel is add new data. I'm going to click on add new data, and then the gallery of my maps will appear. And I'm just going to select this first one in the upper left-hand corner, the points of interest experience builder. When I click on it, a blue check mark appears on the thumbnail, and then down in the lower right is a button that says done. I'm going to click done. What that does is it adds the map to experience builder as an option. So now that it's an option, I need to click on it to select it for my map widget. Now that I've clicked on it, I'm going to exit out of this select data panel, and you can see that the points of interest map is now connected to my map widget. Over here on the left is a list widget. When I click on the list, you can see I have to also connect data to this list. But first I want to show you that within the list are multiple widgets nested within it. So here is, I'm selecting a text item. This is one text widget. Underneath it is another text widget frame. Over here on the left is an image text widget frame. So this is widgets nested within widgets. I'm going to go ahead and click on this image portion of this list widget, and I'm going to delete that because my data doesn't come with any images. It's going to ask me, am I sure? I'm just going to say yes, delete that. All I'm going to have in my list are text that's connected to each record within my points of interest. I'm going to come over here and click on select data. And when I click on select data, the way that I find my points of interest layer that's within my map is by first expanding the list of layers using this button over here to the left of my map. When I click on that, it expands to show me all the layers that are included within my map, and I am going to click on points of interest. Once I click on points of interest to select it, it is now the data that is connected to my list widget on the left. I'm going to close out of this select data panel, and I'm going to save. Experience Builder will not save for you, so save often so you don't lose your work. And now that the points of interest feature layer is connected to my list widget over here on the left, I can now connect dynamic text. So what that means is I am going to have each record in this list expressing the name of the item for the point of interest that's in my data. It will have one record for each item in my list or in my points of interest layer. So I'm going to click on this first one. When I click on this title text widget frame within my list, I can now see that this dynamic content icon is no longer grayed out. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to choose location name. This is a field in the attribute table from my points of interest layer. When I click on that and click out of that text element, you can now see that if there is a name associated with the points of interest, it has now been entered into every record within this list. That's all I'm going to do in the list at this time. I'm going to come up here and show you that there's also a legend item. This legend item has already automatically been connected to the map that was provided in the template. So you don't have to do anything more with that. And then in the map layers list, this is also automatically connected to the map widget. So these are two widgets that have been provided that you don't have to do anything with because the template has already told Experience Builder that once a map is connected to this map widget frame, it's also the map that's going to be connected to these two widgets here. So the only thing left to do would be to give your application a title. And then let's say I don't want a subtitle, I'm just gonna delete that. And then I would put my logo in here. But I would save and publish or preview. And then once you do, you can see that now you have a list on the left of all the points of interest that are being connected dynamically to the name field in the points of interest attribute table. And when I select an item from this list, it selects in the map. So you can see here that when I selected this Bear Basin Trailhead item, it selected that point in the map. Now, there are actions that you can configure, but those go beyond this basic tutorial. So I'm going to end here and just tell you that there are, in the future, if you wanted to be able to click on an item from the list and have your map zoom to that location as well as select it, then you could do that as well. And we'll save that for a future tutorial. Thanks.